This is a review of the AT&T Stadium, home for the Dallas Cowboys tour review. Now, currently with everything that's going on, if you go and look for tours, they're all canceled. So like right here, if you see this self-guided tour, and then if you click buy tickets, you'll see it says the AT&T Stadium has been temporarily suspended, but it actually hasn't. Now, if you go to Groupon, which they have some really good deals, it says the same thing, suspended, or any of the sites that you can buy tickets, it says suspended. But if you go to the AT&T Stadium.com, which is the official site, or if you just search for Google for AT&T Stadium, the first result will be the AT&T Stadium official site. And if you go there and then click on the tours, you'll see it right there. And then if you scroll down, you'll see they have Rally Day, they have VIP, they have self-guided tours, and you can see the price on the self-guided tours is really good for adults and children. Now, and if you get it on Groupon, usually I think you can get like half price, so you can get a really great deal. But unfortunately, those aren't available. So if you do want to go see the tour, my son's birthday was in August, so he loves football. So I found these tickets. They're a little pricey because you have to get the VIP tour. You can't get the self-guided. And the VIP tour is pretty good. They walk you around. They tell you all about the place. The only thing I kind of disliked about the tour is it always seems like you were kind of, you're rushed from one spot to another. I think the self-guided would be better because you can kind of take your time. But the good thing about the VIP tour was they told you a ton of information about it. It was really cool to hear about this. Now, so once you go here, like I said, if you do the buy self-guided tickets, it'll give you an error message. But if you go over here to buy tickets on the VIP, you will have you can buy them right here, buy tickets, and it'll bring you up, and then you just click on the date that you want and then the time that you want. And one thing to take into consideration too, it says field access is subject to change. So you see down here where it says blackout dates. So you just want to make sure that a time and date that you choose, they're not doing something on the field. If that's something that you'd like to do, is get out on the field and throw the football, because that's definitely, like, to me, is the highlight. So you just want to make sure that they don't have any blackouts or things that are going on that day. Most of the time they don't, but there could be sometimes they do. But anyway, you just choose the time that you want, and then choose how many adults and then how many children. And I had one adult and 2 children, so it was like $95, and then with tax. So like I said, if everything wasn't going on with the virus and everything, you could probably go to Groupon and get the self-guided tour, which if I had to do it over again, that's what I'd do, get the self-guided tour. I think you'd probably get it for like $30 or $40 for 3 people. So it'd be a lot better deal. But anyway, had an amazing time there. My son loved it. All right, here we are at AT&T Stadium. So when you drive, you can just park out here in the front, just going into the pro shop here. All right, so here we are inside so you come over here to the VIP area and wait, and then they're going to send a guide over. And then once you get the guide, then we're going to go on the tour, and we're going to go around the building, and then it will eventually end up on the field. That'll be where it ends. And there's just go in there. Even if you don't like football, just go in there to look at the architecture. The place is incredible, how much money it costs and time and energy. It's just phenomenal. So you can see some pictures right here of the structure. And if you have the self-guided tour, it talks about how long these arches are and how much weight they hold up, and it talks about the big TV in the middle. It talks about these huge doors that open on each side, and then the roof that opens, and it's just incredible how much how large they are. And then the grand finale, of course, is you get to go down to the field and play on the field. You get to go into all the locker rooms. You get to go into the guys' locker rooms. You get to go into the cheerleaders' locker rooms, and you get to just walk all over the place. And it's like a small city. I mean, if this was like a spaceship, you could live in it comfortably. One of the things that was very interesting is, and there's a picture down here, they have different events there. So it's not just the Dallas Cowboys. And if you see this one picture here, you can see where they have these rolls, and they just go out and they can roll out depending on if it's a college game or what's being played. They'll just go out there and roll up the turf and then roll out a different turf. Or they've had some college games they only play on grass, so they'll actually go out there and take up the turf and then bring in sod and put down sod all over the field. Just amazing. So then they said once that's put down, you wouldn't be able to tell. It just looks like it's a grass field. You wouldn't be able to tell they just laid it down a few hours before. So really phenomenal what they can do there. There's also when you drive there, the cool thing is, like if you're going to a game or something, you have to also take parking in consideration and the price of parking. And but this is pretty cool because if you see the stadium club entrance, they have tons of parking. It's all free. You just park right there and walk in. So that's another great thing. So I think the value is really good. Like I said, especially if you got the self-guided tour, it's like $30 and you just drive down there, park yourself, and just walk in and get to visit an incredible structure and be able to get, like I said, going down on the field and get to throw the football. There's all kinds of stuff to see in there too. There's this one thing that have all these lights, and they're just look like just little lights hung all through this cube, and in the lights they have a video that's playing. And so I don't know how they did that. Pretty phenomenal. But each light lights up, and it this cube of lights, it's like a wall, and you can see the Cowboys playing on there. They also have, you can see this, if you look at, on the VIP tour, they ask you what this is. It took me a minute to figure out. My son pretty quickly figured it out. But if you look up there, you see all the little X's, and so that's actually it's supposed to be a football, and those are the laces, the X's. So I would definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I'd say if you know anybody who likes football or just looking for something to do, this is a great, excellent tour. Just an amazing structure. And if you go out there and see it, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you for watching this video, and hope you have a great day. All right, we're down here in the Dallas Cowboy Stadium field. This is fun to throw the football, and you feel like you're in the game, man. It's really cool. And I'm gonna wear a mask though, so a little hard to breathe out here, but still, this place is incredible. As long as the Jumbotron cables don't break.